I'm just realizing like the American dream is not much of a dream, it's more of a nightmare.
Am I really that much handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey guys, a little moisturizer on my list. So hey guys, what's up? It's me. I'm back in another video. I'm gonna put on a little makeup today. I'm sitting on the couch. It's that time of the month for me, so I'm just gonna sit on the couch, relax, just talk. This video is more so for me so I can watch this one day back maybe, but this is more of like a watch this if you're feeling down, or watch this if you're feeling stuck or confused. I don't know, when I get my period I get so emotional, so whatever's on my heart to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So it's on my heart to sit here. I didn't feel like sitting at a chair and a desk and all that stuff, so I'm just gonna sit on the couch for this video and just do my makeup. Same old makeup routine. But I don't know, I just feel like the last couple of nights I have been waking up with like anxiety, and even in the mornings waking up with a little bit of anxiety. I'm realizing like you're getting older, which getting older is a blessing, but it's like you're getting older, your life is in your hands. I think that I know that I don't want a traditional life, meaning I don't want to be stuck at a cubicle, same old 9 to 5, sitting behind a desk. First of all, because the salaries ain't salary. You know, back in the day, you get you a good job, it was enough to pay for stuff, pay your bills, and then some. Today, these jobs, these salaries are not even enough to pay your bills, some of them, at least with my degree and just something in general. It's not enough to like pay your bills and live. And I want to live. Like I don't want to just go to work, pay bills, and come home. Like my 8 hours is stuck at a job, and then not only that, I don't even have money to afford the luxuries life or just doing what I want to do because my salary at this job is so little. So I know that like I have to be the change I want to see. So I can't just sit there and complain. You know, faith without works is dead. So you have to get up and meet God halfway. You have to put in the work. So, and I have always liked beauty, fashion, cameras, being in front of a camera, taking pictures. And I just feel like if I'm gonna have a low paying job, like, because these salaries, a lot of these jobs is really trying to start people out with minimum wage. They want you to have so much experience. Like I'm looking at jobs, and for a master's degree, they be wanting to pay like $50,000 a year with a master's degree. Do you know how expensive it is to have a bachelor's? Because in order to get a master's, you have to have a bachelor's and a master's degree, and you're gonna pay somebody $50,000 a year. With all of that schooling, that is approximately like 6 years, 7 years worth of schooling, depending on what type of master's you have, and maybe clinical hours and all type of stuff. And you think you're gonna pay somebody $50,000? They probably have student loan debt and bills to pay and stuff. Like I'm just realizing like the American dream is not much of a dream, it's more of a nightmare. I just feel like if I'm going to be stressed out, I might as well be stressed out doing something I want to do, which is this. I might as well dedicate my time to something I'm passionate about, because what's the purpose, right? Like, what am I going to have a low paying job just to be like, oh, I work for the state, I have a state job? But it's like, yeah, that state job don't pay you enough. So I don't know, it's like, why not do something I'm passionate about? You know how people used to always make fun of like art jobs and art degrees, but it's like a lot of these corporate jobs and serious jobs and serious majors, they're not paying either. So everybody's in the same ballpark, right? Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are in the same ballpark. So it's like you might as well do what you want to do, because I've done what I had to do and it's not panning out. So I might as well do what I want to do at this point, you know? Because we all have to die. Time is not forever. So why would I get myself trapped in like a dead-end job? I might as well do something I want to do, right? And I just don't want a traditional life. Like I want a spontaneous life. And I don't want to just exist. I want to live. I want to do something. Like I've watched everybody I grew up around who had jobs and stuff like that, like they jogged in place their whole life. Same old story. I'm living check to check, and you know, I'm just praying to God that something changes, or it's the same old story. And I want different. So it's like, if you want different, you have to be different, you know? Like, so I'm gonna have to blaze my own path and figure it out, even when it's hard, when it's lonely, when I'm confused. I'm gonna have to figure this thing out, because I think that I will always hate myself if I don't figure it out, and I will always be angry that I didn't figure it out and that I just gave up and that I just settled, because a regular life to me, a regular 9 to 5 cubicle job is not bad. But I do think it's settling, because I just feel like, I don't know, you ever feel like you're just destined for more? Like, yo, I know I'm destined for more than just this, like the same old mundane routine every single day. I know I'm destined for more, and not because, oh, I'm better than anybody or I'm more special, but I just feel like everybody has a calling over their life and they're destined for something different. Like I said, the American dream to go to school, get a degree, you'll get a good job. I think that has sailed. Like, at least for me, that ship has sailed. And for the meantime, these jobs is trying to set me up for failure. Like, what is this?
Give me the money. Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough. Damn.
And I just feel like I'm too creative to just dim myself down. And like I said, I will always have regret, and I will always be miserable if I just lay there and take it. Like, you didn't even fight for yourself. You didn't give yourself a fighting chance in life, because nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's coming to help me. Nobody's just going to give me an opportunity. So I have to get the opportunities I want, and I feel like this is the opportunities I want. I love to be in front of the camera. I love to do makeup. I like to get dressed. Even some jobs, I'm like, can I wear my clothes to work? They want you to wear like business clothes and stuff, which is not a bad thing, but it's like, I don't want nobody clipping my wings telling me what I can and cannot wear. Of course, I'm not gonna be half naked in the office and stuff, but it's just like, I don't want to just dim my light to where it's like all you do is work, you come home, you're exhausted from work. A lot of people in this society have 2 jobs. So my thing about it is, how can you even be dedicated to anything? Because you got to go to one job and you got to go to another job. When do you have time for yourself? You're not a robot, you're a human. You know, you're gonna get tired, you're gonna get burnt out. I'm young, so it's like, you know what, I want to take all these risks now, so that I'm not like the old has-been that's mad at the world. You know, them old people that be mad at the world, they're mad because they didn't take no shots in life, they didn't try. But I didn't want to be that person that is just like, I will never know what I could have been because I just settled. Every day I get up in front of this camera because this is what I want to do and brainstorm ideas, but I don't know. And then it's raining. Like, I want to do so many cute outfit of the days, but it's like, it's literally raining. Like yesterday it was nice, but it was breezy outside. Like, it was sunny, but it was like 60 degrees, so it was still breezy. All the other days, like these last couple weeks, have been raining. So it's so many like outfit ideas and stuff I want to do too, but it's literally pouring down rain and it's gloomy. It just looks like it's dark outside all the time now. Like, it'd be full-fledged daytime and it looks dark. That's depressing also. So I just keep saying like. I say like so much in my videos. Why not strive to give myself the life that I want? Because nobody's gonna give it to me. And I watched everybody around like be jogging in place their whole life, like same dead-end jobs, where same story. I'm living check to check, I'm broke. I was telling my mom this the other day. I was like, simply praying is not gonna just do anything. And I believe in God heavily, but it's like, you have to meet God halfway. You can't just be stuck at a dead-end job that there's no room for growth at that company, and then you just like, but I want this and that. But it's like, but you know, your paycheck is not gonna afford you that lifestyle, so you're gonna have to transition out that job at some point, or you're gonna have to do something different, right? Like, you're gonna have to give yourself a fighting chance. You can't just sit there and take it. And that's something that I'm realizing. Daisy, give yourself a fighting chance in this life, because if you don't, you're always gonna regret it, because you settled. You didn't give yourself a fighting chance. You just went with the status quo. And I want to go against the status quo. I want to be different. I have to change my future kids' lives and stuff like that. So I have to create the opportunities that I want for myself. If the opportunities are not available, right, like at these companies, at these jobs, I have to create the opportunities. I have to create avenues for myself. And I think that I'm the first to do that in my family. And there's a first for everything, right? You know, nobody does YouTube in my family. Nobody is bold enough to put themselves on social media like this, and not even, or learn a new skill. Like, learning makeup is a trade. You know that? Editing, that's a skill. Like, that's like learning how to edit videos, and sitting here how to figure out how to market myself. I'm learning a bunch of new things day by day. I don't have to have everything figured out right now, but as long as I'm making strides and steps for something better, I'll always be satisfied with that, you know? Because it's like, at least you're trying. People be so scared to try or take that leap of faith, but it's like, you'll never know what you could have had, or you'll never know what you could have did or what could have been, because you gave up when the going gets tough and you didn't try. Like you didn't see what was out there for you. So I want to try everything. Like I'm always trying new hobbies and crafts because I like the arts. And like I said, if I'm, you know, even with my degree, a lot of them jobs is offering 40, 45,000, stuff like that a year salaries, which isn't bad, but it's not life-changing either. So it's like, well, shit, why not try until somebody calls me for a job? I mean, I'm doing everything I can. I'm applying, I'm going to interviews, and that's all I can do. I can't make anybody give me a job. I can't make anybody give me an opportunity. So in the meantime, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna work on my goals. Like I'm just gonna keep working, you know? Because if I don't, I think I will always regret it. Like you tried, you didn't try, you gave up. You don't know what you could have did. You don't know what you could have amounted to. I don't know what brand deals I may get. I don't know what rooms I may enter because of this. I don't know who may see my channel. I wouldn't know if I give up, right? If I give up and if I just, okay, well, I'm gonna just get any job and just settle. How would I know? How would I know? I can't settle. I think no matter how, of course, you know, be responsible, an adult, pay your bills, do all those things, right? Of course. But don't give up on your dreams. That's it. Like I don't want to give up on my dreams. I'm not gonna just let my dreams just go bye-bye, poof, you know? I want to make sure that I do everything I want to do in this lifetime, or attempt to do it, because why not? I'm gonna die one day anyway. At least I want to know what I could or could not do. But if I, you know, I just, oh, I can't do this, or I don't have enough money for this, or that's not a traditional job, or, you know, I'm the first to do it, I don't have any guidance. If I sit there and tell myself that all day, I'm never gonna get up and do it. I'm never gonna try. I'm never gonna put myself out there because I'm too embarrassed, I'm too shy, I don't have a blueprint. Make the blueprint. You don't have a blueprint, make the blueprint. You're the blueprint. You don't have the best setting, okay, I'm in my living room. I have to make something happen. Like I gotta work with what I have. And I think that, like I said, I will always regret it if I didn't. So I'm gonna keep going. Like that's all I can do. You have to keep going, one foot in front of the other. And it's times where I be like, yo, is this really worth it? Like, you know, I love this, because even when I'm not posting YouTube videos, I just want to pick up a camera. I've always been like that. Like I want to pick up a camera, so it's like, pick up the camera. In the meantime, pick up the camera. I don't have to be an award-winning cinematographer, but I'm gonna pick up the camera because it makes me happy. Even if I get a job, right, I'm still gonna pick up the camera, still vlog if I can. I'm just not gonna let anybody clip my wings in life, because I think a lot of people end up with a lot of regret, because it's like you could have went so many ways, you could have did so many things, but you let somebody clip your wings and tell you what you can do and what's traditional. Well, tradition stops with me. So I'm just going to do what makes me happy, you know? Because at the end of this, none of us is making it out of this alive. So time is not forever. So use the time here you have to the best of your ability. And I can't sit around and wait. So every day I try to film a video, edit a video, learn new techniques with editing, try to gauge y'all responses. What type of videos do y'all like? Just make myself better every day. You don't have to have it all figured out. Because I used to feel like that too. I don't have it all figured out, or my setup isn't good enough, or Daisy, get in front of this camera. Do it sad, do it sick. Get in front of this camera and create. That's what you want to do in life. I want to create. I like the arts. I like to create, whether that's fashion, making junk cases, making videos, taking pictures, doing makeup, styling outfits. I like to create, so that's what I'm gonna do, create. And I tell myself that every day, get up and create. Perfect your craft every day, because one day is gonna pay off. One day somebody's gonna see this. Your videos are gonna end up on the right people's For You page, the right brands For You page, and somebody's gonna see it, and you're gonna thank yourself for not quitting. You're gonna thank yourself for pushing yourself when you didn't feel like it. You're gonna thank yourself. So I know that one day I'm gonna be so proud of myself. I am proud of myself now. One day I'm gonna be like, wow, you really did it. And that day is gonna be soon. So I just have to keep going, you know? It's all gonna work out in the end, but you have to start. That's something I tell myself every day, like, Daisy, you have to start. If you don't start, how are you ever gonna make it to any finish line or anywhere in life? So every day I have to tell myself, get up, one foot in front of the other. Don't stop, because one day you're gonna be so happy you had that mentality, because so many people give up, or so many people be like, this ain't working. You know how many times I feel like this ain't working fast enough? But it's like, slow and steady wins the race. You know, hair is curling up. That setting spray hit my hair, or any type of moisture hits my hair just curl up. And when I'm in front of this camera, I come alive. So that's how I know that's where you want to be, girl. So create the life that you want, because nobody else gonna create it for you. And if you give up, how you ever gonna get the life you want, huh? How you gonna give up? How you gonna get it if you give up? What, you just gonna wait and pray that somebody give you the life you want, but you ain't even trying to give yourself the life you want? How that work? I gotta stay strong and give myself grace and stuff like that. This powder, I love it. This kimchi powder, love it. That's just what's been on my mind. Like, what if I don't make it? Like, what if you do? What if you do? What if you do? What if you do? You miss 100% of shots that you don't take. So if I never take the shot, I won't ever make it. So as long as I get up every day, I get in front of this camera and I put something out and I create. Somebody new subscribes every day. Somebody new comments. Somebody new watches. The algorithm sees my videos. So I guess I'm taking the shots every day. Like, you have to take the shots. You can't not take the shots. So every day I get up, any other time I'm so anxious, but when I'm in front of this camera, I'm doing something related to art, whether that's putting together outfits, makeup, my anxiety is gone. So that's how I knew, oh, this is something that you want to do. And I think I always knew what I wanted to do, but it was always untraditional and it was always frowned upon. So I was like, okay, well, let me try. But it's like, girl, no, you know what you want to do. So why put yourself in a life of misery to please everybody else? What God puts on your spirit, or whoever you are, whoever you believe in, what God puts on your spirit and he puts for you to do, that's what he's assigning you to do. I think God, like, this girl is creative and she's supposed to blaze her own trail and do her own thing. So you don't always have to follow the pack. Of course you want stability in life, but as we can see, these jobs are not providing much stability. People are getting laid off left and right. A lot of people can't find jobs despite having degrees. So like I said, that American dream that we was promised and that was so heavily talked about, was it really a dream? Or, yeah, it was a dream. It was literally a dream. That's it. A dream turned nightmare. I'm gonna put some highlight on. I haven't worn highlight in a minute. Ooh, pretty. Ooh. So I just want a life where I can wake up happy and proud of what I'm doing and not doing stuff for bragging rights. Because I realized that a lot of, even the careers that I was thinking about, it's like, you want to do it for bragging rights. Like, you want to be a lawyer so that you can brag that you're a lawyer. Why? Because when you say certain jobs, people think, oh, you make a high salary. Oh, okay. But if you was to say I'm an artist, people would be like, not knowing that artists can make 6 figures. And that's because people pocket watch. But I realized, like, you gotta do what make you proud, because you have to get up every day and you're gonna have to work this job. You're gonna have to live this life. I should have shaved my wax my mustache. But you're gonna have to get up every day and lead this type of lifestyle. So why not try to do something you want to do? Why not? Because I can't just keep sitting around hoping and praying, right? Like, people be like stuck in dead-end jobs and just be praying. Like, babe, you're gonna have to move. You can't just pray. You have to do the work. So I can't just pray to be a successful influencer, but yet I ain't putting nothing out. So I gotta get up every day and put something out. I want to put a little bit of this. So we are going to, I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm I'm vowing to myself to give myself a fighting chance in life and to make sure that I do what I want to do in this world and make my own rules, because I'm not going to be here forever. And like I said, I don't want to get old and bitter and be like just mad because I gave my life to a cubicle or to sit behind a desk and I didn't try anything else or venture into anything else because I was too afraid. It was untraditional and it was taboo. I'm gonna give myself a fighting chance in life, period. If I don't give myself the chance, who's gonna do it? Somebody just gonna knock on the door and be like, here's the brand deal. Followers just gonna find me, but I don't put out no content. How that's gonna work? I gotta give myself a chance. My lashes is getting longer and longer by the damn day. I won't know if I don't try, so I'm vowing to trying every single day. I don't gotta have it all figured out, but I gotta try. So that's what I'll be doing. But that's it, that's all. That was my little venting session. Tell me if you guys like videos like this. I like to do stuff like this. I want to talk to y'all. I don't want everything to always be so structured and so formulated. I want it to just be more organic, more talking to y'all like y'all my friends and talking to y'all like y'all my family, and you know, kind of like a sisterhood, a family, a community. I want to start a community here, so y'all have to let me know down below, like, do y'all like videos like this? Talk to me. I want to talk to y'all. Say something to me, you know. You could just even say, hey girl, say something. I want to talk to y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I have so many videos to film today. Like, I wrote down a list. I have like 4 videos I want to film today because I like to batch film. So I have like 4 videos to film today. So if you see me in a shirt, that's why. But I got some videos to film. Let me get up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all in my next one. Bye.